Alright, HadesOmega here. I'm going out on a little test ride. So the goal is to get the bike up to freeway speeds, 70 miles an hour, and see if it's still I got the speed wobble still. So I just could what did I do yesterday to prevent that? Damn it, I don't remember already. But I just put a new tire on, so I just want to see how it is. And we'll take it up to I might try playing with the tire pressures too. So I'm gonna just take it up to freeway speeds and then see how wobbly it gets. Because over 70 miles an hour, I'm getting speed wobbles. Yeah, I'm getting a little bit of the wobble at 70 miles an hour. I'm getting a lot of the wobble at 70 miles an hour. 70 it's okay, but man, it's wobbling a lot. Kinda, a little bit. Look at that. Oh. When I let off on the throttle, over 65, like over 65, it'll start to wobble a little bit. After 70, it'll start to wobble a little more. And then when I go past like 70, but I do notice that it happens when I don't have the bike loaded down. That's what I've noticed from previous rides before. So if that is the case, then, well, I guess I'll be okay, because I'll be riding with the bike loaded down pretty much all the time, so. And I just put a new, that death wing on, so, the trail wing, I mean, the stock tire on this, and I gotta see how it kind of handles. I just balanced it and everything. It balanced okay, probably not perfectly. It was still kind of heavy in one spot, but there's nothing I can do about it. The wheel's all beat up and everything. So yeah, I think that's the only thing I did to it. So we're gonna take it on the run with the new tire on the back, and then I don't think that's the problem though. I think has something to do with the front. But it's kind of weird how it's more stable when there's more weight in the back. So we'll do that. That'll be the easiest thing, to put the duffel bag. I'll just throw my duffel bag on the back, and then we'll see if it's stable over 70. But I'm going to take it for a little run with the new tire and see if that changed anything. I don't think it did. But it was wobbling pretty bad when I let off the throttle. I know that if you give it throttle, if you accelerate, it should make the front lighter, and it'll make it more stable. Oh yeah, I forgot. I haven't used this tire in a long time. I probably need to. I forgot what the word was. Scrub it in. I need to scrub it in. Okay, so let's get to 70 here. No speed wobbles. Take it up to 75. No speed wobble at all. 80. Oh shit, it's the fucking tire, man. It's the real tire. Okay. It's fine. Okay, so changing the tire fixed the problem. I did try to tighten the steering stem a little bit with the screwdriver, but I don't know. I don't think that did anything. I just hit it with a hammer to see if it would move at all, and it didn't. At least it didn't seem like it. All right, head back on the freeway here. Oh, I forgot I didn't scrub the tires in. I gotta go easy on them, dude. Go easy on the tire. Alright, here we go. miles an hour, stable. Very good. All right, so I found the problem. With the back wheel was not balanced, I think, is the problem. Is that or it's a tire? Woohoo! Fixed it! So what it was is the back tire wasn't balanced. Over 70 miles an hour, it would start to wobble. At like 75 miles per hour, it would start to wobble a lot. I just took it up to 80 right now, and it was fine. It was smooth. Handlebar is vibrating a little bit, but I'm happy with 70 miles an hour. That's like my cruising speed. That's the speed I'm going to be at most of the time, so that's fine. And if it's even more stable when I got it loaded down, that's even better. So yeah. So that was the problem. The rear wheel was not balanced, I think, because I remember in Baja, what was the problem in Baja? And it's not even perfectly balanced right now. I know that. I know it's close to balance. So awesome. I'm so happy now. Progress. Anyway, yeah. So when I was in Baja, we did the Window Rock Trail. We rode the Window Rock Trail, and the problem was I got a flat tire when we got back to Bay of LA, so I had to go change the tube out, and then so I guess the wheel got out of balance then, I think. That or I just beat the shit out of it and it got out of balance. But I now it has a fresh tire install. Well, not a fresh tire install, but it just installed another tire. And it could very well be the tires too. You know, it could be that I'm not running a knobby quote unquote knobby tire. I'm running a dual sport tire right now, the trail wing, the stock tire. So that may very well have made the front vibrate a little bit. It could be that the windscreen did it too, a little bit. But I'm happy to report that it is fixed. It is fixed now. So yeah, it was wobbling pretty bad yesterday. So I think the problem was the rear tire. Funny thing, yeah. You wouldn't have guessed, like, if the front end shakes like that, it would be something to happen with the front end. But I guess it would kind of like wobble in the back, and then it would move up to the front. You know, it was causing the back to wobble, and then it would cause the front to wobble. Like it's like one of those opposite reactions type of thing. You know. I should have more power now, right? I should have more power because I'm running a thinner tire now. Okay, so yeah, I'm happy. I fixed the wobble problem. It was so I'm gonna have the wobble problem when I put the new tire, when I put that other tire on when we go. But we should be good now. So that was my only concern. That was my biggest concern yesterday, was the wobble. I was like, man, maybe I should put that steering dampener on. I don't know. So I'm not sure. So yeah, it was the rear tire. The rear wheel was out of balance a lot, I guess. I actually didn't check the balance when I thing. So let's scrub these tires in. What the hell is this guy doing? Alright, so I don't have to go back out for another run. I was gonna do several attempts. Yeah, so I was gonna do several passes. I was gonna change the front wheel with another one. I thought maybe the wheel was all bent up and it was wobbling. I was gonna put the duffel bag on the back. That was the next thing I was gonna do. I was gonna put the duffel bag and see if it changed anything. But problem solved. It was the balance of the rear wheel. So if you have wobbly ride, I suggest you check your wheel balance, particularly the rear. Yeah, I remember I watched this video about like a vehicle was towing a trailer, and they put the load on different parts of the trailer to simulate like what, you know, that it can make your it could make your car unstable, or it makes the trailer unstable. And I think if you put stuff all the way in the back, it made it the most unstable, and it was like wobbling all over the place. I think it must have something to do with that, you know, the load. Also, yeah, I got like half a tank. I probably have less than half a tank of gas right now, so the front of this bike is pretty light right now. So I'm pretty happy with the results. So I think I'm done for today. I don't have to go out on other runs, so I got it all the way up to 80 miles an hour. I don't normally ride this at 80 miles an hour because that's pretty much its top speed, but I do ride it at 70 all the time. 70 true 70, not indicated 70. I mean, my trail tech is accurate, like super accurate to the GPS. It's tuned to the GPS, so it is. Oh my God, I cannot push this bike back. It's so tall. Anyway, yeah. It's super accurate. It's as accurate as a GPS. The stock speedometer is off by 5 miles an hour. So when this thing says it's going 70, the trail tech, it is going 70. So 70 miles an hour. Because I noticed when I followed when I followed Sal on the LA de Barstow to Vegas on the freeway, I said, like, hey, I can do 70 on the freeway. And we were only doing 65 the whole way. And I was like, oh, that's probably because he only has the stock speedometer. That's why. So we were really only going 65. Yeah, we were only going 65. So that should be good. I don't plan to cruise higher than 70 miles an hour. And if I can get it up to 80, yeah, good luck getting it to 80 with this bike fully loaded. This bike is fucking slow when it's loaded, man. But when it's not loaded like it is right now, I mean, it's loaded a little bit, but this thing is a little rocket. But yeah, the DR's I've never felt that the DR needed, well, I don't know, that the DR needed more power. I've been always happy with the power. I guess I could use more power, but the brakes, I've never had any problem with the brakes either. This does have a stainless steel brake line. It helps a bit, but I've never felt that I needed to upgrade the brakes on this bike. Other than like I probably needed new pads before because it wasn't biting that hard. It's taking me a long time to get back in the driveway here. So that should be it. I think I'm gonna run this setup here. Hopefully that wheel doesn't crack. I wish I knew somebody that knew how to straighten wheels, you know. All right, so we are good to go. All right, HadesOmega out. You know, it's funny. These Shinko 805s, they match the front tire. This is a Shinko 804, I think. Yeah, the 804 matches the rear tire, the trail wing, pretty well. The knobs this is a little more knobby, actually. It's a little more knobby than the 805 here. This is a big block knobby. This is like it's kind of like a dual sport pattern, sort of. It's more like a street tire, but it has knobs still. But I hear they're not very good. That's what they call them, death wings. So I'm not very happy with this tire. But if it can get me to the East Coast, that'll be fine. And I don't know, if it does wear out by the time I get there, I know, it's a good question. If it does wear out by the time I get there, we'll just have to buy another tire because I'm not carrying 2 tires on this bike. I don't mind carrying that, but I will not carry 2 tires on this bike. All right, HadesOmega out. Also, another thing before I go, another thing I did. I don't think I ever mentioned it on my vlogs, but I tightened the spokes on the front wheel, so I noticed some of them were like kind of loose. As long as it makes a tinging sound, you're fine. If it makes kind of like a thunking sound, or no sound at all, then you want to tighten that spoke, like 1/8 of a turn or a quarter. Some of them are still kind of loose, but you see, you hear them all making a ting. What you don't want to do is, you don't want to tighten it too much. See, this one it still makes a tinging sound, but it's not quite, It's not quite as pingy as the other ones. High pitched. The higher the pitch is, see, that's kind of a thunk. So I might want to tighten that one a little bit. See, which way is tighter though? Okay, it's the other way. And then when you tighten one, you kind of have to check the other ones again to make sure they're tight. And really, you should do this with a torque wrench, but I don't have the fancy torque wrench for spokes. But that seems good. That's the one that we just did, huh? Still pinging a little bit. Still not pinging enough. Oh, that's the wrong way. Let's loosen a little bit. It's like tuning an instrument. Okay, that seems okay. Alright, so I'm happy with the wheel setup. I don't think I'm going to go put a different wheel on it or anything. We should be fine there. Well, Cactus Puncher, you are nearly ready for Trans-America Trail and a cross-country trip. This will be our greatest adventure. HadesOmega out.